Well, hello there, and welcome back to War Thunder. I'm Corny Swiss, and today I'm driving around the SU-152 in simulator battles. Because why not? I'd been after I did the SU-122 review, I I really started to enjoy driving the SU series of tanks. Not the SU-85 or the SU-100; those are tank destroyers. These are artillery pieces. The SU-122 and the SU-152. Haven't played the ISU-152 yet. Well, recently I have played it because I did a review on it, but I haven't taken it out of the garage since the last time I played it for the review. Maybe I'll give that a go here soon. See if anything's changed, but I sincerely doubt it. But this game is kind of the life and times of the SU-152. The we're gonna have some sadness, some mechanical issues, and some derp shots, of course. But before we really get into the action, I mean, we're pretty close already. I wanted to say I did see that the American Tech Tree. I don't think I've talked about it in the video yet because it came out right as I was leaving. Have seen it, and I really like it. I think it'll be a very good addition to the game. Now, this was a little unfortunate. Undamaged. What? What? Hit the top of his mantlet and didn't actually do anything. I guess the blast wasn't enough. But we're going to reload. Our T-3485 friend just got given the good news. We need to turn the gun a little bit, reload, and then put it... Oh, that's not good. Well, my gunner and my driver are disabled. He starts moving forward, which is the good idea. But he's going to move back. Going to get everything back, and I send one. This time, it hits the face of his tank. Goes through the roof of his chassis, hits his ammo, detonates the whole tank. I do have an awkward problem right now, though. I believe my horizontal drive is broken, which is an issue, obviously. And there's a tiger right in front of me, but thankfully, we don't get knocked out by that shot. And now, I'm kind of up a creek without a paddle because it did damage my gun. And I'm sort of backing up, ready to defend myself or blow out my crew compartment with the explosion inside the barrel. But thankfully, he gets knocked out. So I move up to this rock to kind of get maximum cover, get some angling, and repair my tank. And don't worry, we're going to sit here for 6 cold dark centuries repairing my tank. It's going to be about a minute or so, it looks like, which is sad, but let's cue some music, shall we? It's always good to have a little bit of music for long waits, so I decided to throw a little peaceful track in. Because honestly, there's going to be some weird stuff happening. So, throw some chill music in, because that's all we're doing is chilling right now. Since we're repairing for another, I can't see, 50 seconds or so. Hopefully I'll be able to shoot some after this. My rate of fire is going to be about 6 cold dark centuries per round. But there's actually going to be a tiger that rolls up here and shoots everyone else except me. Well, he's going to roll forward. You can see him there. In the upper left there. He's just going to sit there for a while. Which, honestly, is fine by me. He's not shooting me, so what do I care? Well, I mean, I do care because I don't want him to kill all my teammates. But when this gun's finally ready to fire, maybe we can spread the good news to him. So, oh, looks like we're about there. Cut the music. Alright. He is behind this rock right here. But he's going to have the unfortunate luck of deciding to move forward directly into my gun. And he's going to receive all the good news we can fit in the barrel. Solid outcome. Now, like I said though, my rate of fire is really, really low. So my goal here is to kind of stay on the ridge, because if I can stay on the ridge, then hopefully they stay at arm's length. And I can always back up into cover for my extra long good news preparation printing sessions. Because you have to print the good news before you stuff it into the barrel and send it on its way to spread to the enemy team. But Tiger's been knocked out. 2 Tigers have been knocked out, actually, which is nice. Which is fun. Always good. It's always good to target Tigers in this tank because you have a gun that's very effective against them because the turret is set back, and a lot of guns at this tier struggle with Tigers, but this gun doesn't. So it's always a good idea to spread the good news. And this Hetzer is trying to hetz me. It would have been nice if I could have gotten the gun down and had a reasonable shot right there, but before I could, he goes behind the wreck of this tank. But, I mean, he makes the mistake of coming around the corner, and ammo cook-offs just look so beautiful in War Thunder. It's unfortunate he didn't explode after that whole cook-off thing, but he did burn up nicely. Well, there is a Tiger, though, who has decided to press his advantage and come over the hill. So I'm going back and forth, angling the armor. I'm gonna move forward, and he's actually gonna bounce a shot on me. Lo and behold, he went off the side armor there, and he promptly gets taken out by someone. I can't tell if it was the T-3457 or the SU-122, but probably the 3457. I don't know if the SU-122 can actually see him from his position, wherever that might be. But I do know medium tanks behind me, so that makes more sense. But what's happening right now is I'm almost loaded, and I know there's enemy tanks down there. There's a medium tank getting swarmed. I think that might be AI, but if it's not, I mean, he's toast anyway. So I'm kind of watching their base. I just killed a Hetzer that I know can respawn. There's another Hetzer in the game, I'm pretty sure. And you never know what'll come out of their spawn, so I'm kind of just waiting here. But because I'm impatient, I'm going to start trying to move down this ridge, kind of keep up with the fight. But then another tank destroyer spotted, and it's our good old friend Hetzer. Gonna take my time, hits the front of his tank, explodes his tank, wrecks everything. And that's always a good thing. So that's 4 nice little derp shots. But we're not done. It may look like we're done, considering how the enemy team our team is gonna pile forward and run rampant through their caps and their spawns. But we're gonna find one more bastard, that's for sure. But we have to reload. And in this tank, whenever your loader, your gun, your gunner, anything to do with the gun gets damaged, wounded, knocked out, you're gonna wait. And you're gonna wait a lot. And there's not a whole lot you can do about it. So my goal here is I'm just going to reload, and if I want to, I was thinking at the time, well, if I'm going to get to shoot anything else, they're going to have to come to me, because they'd have to kill all my allies and then come to where I am. So that's unlikely. But once I'm loaded and it's apparent that the enemy aren't going to be able to get to where I am, I decide to start moving. I mean, you might as well, right? You don't lose anything. You're going to be in the game till you either get knocked out or it's over, and they don't have many tanks left, so it's a mad rush to see which tanks you can shoot. They have 2 vehicles left. One's a Panzer IV-J, one's a Tiger. And based on the fact that none of our teammates found them in either of the spawns, we're going to assume that they're over in the northern valley, and actually one of our tanks was just knocked out by a Tiger, and he was in that area. So that would indicate that the Tiger is down in the northern valley. So that's where we're going to head. SU-152 is pretty quick. I will say that. It's a fairly maneuverable machine. It's an IS, it's an IS chassis, or a KV-85 if you want to look at it that way. And it doesn't have a turret, which is cool. I've been thinking about, I can't remember if I've done a review on this tank or not. I know I just did the SU-122, and I've been struggling with the other 2 I've been working on. The reason you haven't seen many reviews recently is just because I haven't been getting the clips. And it's not, I mean, I have full opinions of these tanks, but I want to show gameplay, and I don't want to show subpar games or games I don't feel like demonstrate a point or effective playstyle with the vehicle. So honestly, part of it is the fact that I haven't been playing well recently. Haven't been really performing well in the vehicles I'm trying to work on, and part of that is the rank, the tier. But I mean, I've done it before. I can do it again. So hopefully we can tough it out. I've noticed that in a lot of these games, like World of Tanks especially, I'd go into dry spells where I play I play well, but I don't win or anything like that. And while I was talking, I completely forgot that I wasn't even looking at the screen. That kind of came over the hill and blasted this tiger square in the face. Always a good thing. So that'll be my 5th and final kill. And solid way to go. How many? We had 3 tigers, 2 Hetzers. I didn't actually. The Hetzer is a tougher target than the tiger when you think about it. All that sloped armor. I mean, the reason tigers are easy, if you hit them in the front of the turret, the blast almost always goes through the roof of their tank and knocks out their ammo racks. But either way, not going to complain. It appears to be that if you hit the Hetzer in the front, it does the job anyway. But also, Jagdpanzer, 470s, if you hit the upper part of their hull, the blast actually does the same thing it does the Tiger and goes through the roof of that little intermediate section. But it was really fun. This tank is really fun, especially now I'm really getting a hang of how to aim with it, and it's much easier than the SU-122, but it is sometimes a little more unforgiving because of the gun shooting back at you. But yeah, so that'll be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.